awareness practice. So, and again, it's 45 minutes, and I'm Marcel. I'm here for you every day on Twitch, and I'm not alone here, but Shawn is here too. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. I'm just here for the instructions, and let's go. Let's start. Let's start. Sit down. Ground yourself down with your sitting bones down, with your feet down, with the knees down. And lift yourself up from the sitting bones up to the top of the head. Breathe in deep into the belly, into the chest. And breathe out. And breathe in. So today, you're thinking about consistency. Our topic is consistency. What does consistency mean to you? So in German this means Kontinuität. Yeah. Consistency. What does that mean to you? Breathe in deep. And release. And let's just start by side stretching a little bit, centering. Good. Feel how your body feels. Feel if you can breathe in really deep. And then slowly stretch on your right side. Bring your right arm to the ground and just stretch. You can fold to the right today. Draw the belly in. Fold to the right as far as you like. See if you can let this left sitting bone be still on the ground, rooted on the sitting pillow, rooted, or on a book, wherever you sit. Rooted, and then release, changing the side. Bring the left hand to the left and fold to the left. Breathing in deep. Get long. Draw the belly in and up. And change the side. See how that feels today. Just to stretch like that. And from here, we're twisting a little bit. We bring the left arm to the right knee and we're twisting just a little bit to the back. Breathing in deep. Don't push yourself too much, so we bring the right hand to our back. Meanwhile, we have the left hand on the knee. We're not wanting to pull a lot here, but we try to engage our belly and turn with the belly muscles, kind of holding ourselves there. Releasing, changing the side. Good. Breathing in deep. To the back. Breathing in. Belly in and up. And breathing out, changing. Go one more time each side. Make your breath really deep. And release, come back to the middle. Good. Yeah. And from here, I think it would be good to have some additional thing there in, so that we quickly do some cat-cow So let's come into cat cow right now. So come into all fours. Bring your shoulders over the wrists and hips over the knees. And start arcing up from the lower spine upward. Breathing in, looking forward, and rounding down from the top of the head down. Our shoulders are over the wrists and the hips are over the knees. See how that feels. Release this. Come back into the middle. And from here, that's just not really working because so much to do. I think we'll get it to work here. Yeah. Will work. Bring your hands a little forward. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. So these mounts are pushing into the floor. Really important. So push them first into the floor, then claw the fingers. And shift your hips up into the sky. Get long from the heart to the fingers. Your chest a little bit up. Your hips up into the sky. Bend your knees. Maybe walk a little bit left and right. See how your downward facing dog feels today. Does it feel different than other days? Maybe because you did other activities today already. Oh, good. And yeah. And from here, breathe in deeply. Bend the knees a little bit and we come forward. From here we go down 90 degrees of the elbows and release the hips down. Release the whole body down. From here push the feet into the ground. Push the knees into the ground and lift yourself forward and up. Lift yourself forward and up. Maybe just go a little bit forward and up so that you feel a slight back bend from the belly in and up. Your head is looking down, so your head is an extension of the spine. Breathing in deep. Pushing yourself back to downward facing dog. Breathing in. Walking again. Bending your knees. Breathe in. Your chest a little bit up. Find more space in the lower spine. And come forward and down 90 degrees of the elbows. You can put your knees down if you go down. If it's too much for you. And then think forward and up. Push the feet into the ground, the knees into the ground. Think forward and up. Belly in and up. And shift yourself back to downward facing dog. Breathing in deep. Then Release yourself down. Take a little break. Shake your arms, shake your wrists, your fingers. Good. How are you doing? From here, come forward again. And come into all fours, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Bring the left arm up right now. Left arm up into the sky. Long, 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 long. Many. And then threading the needle, kind of going under the armpit through to the side, and release your head on the floor. Important here is that we shift the hips again back into the middle. So the hips want to go to the right side, and you want to shift them back into the middle. Then you can grab a little bit forward if you like to find an additional stretch. Breathing in deep. Breathing in. And slowly coming up, pushing into the hand in the front. And changing the side. So bring the right hand up. Right hand up. Get long from the bottom hand to the top of the fingers. Then release down. Threading the needle under the armpit through. And release that down. And maybe extend your front arm as well. And shift your hip back into the middle as good as you can. Breathe in deep. Belly into the chest and release. Push into your front hand and come back up. Slow. Awesome. Already done something threading the needle. And from here come into downward facing dog. Look forward between the wrists and slowly start stepping forward and up. Here in the front, bend at the knees and stand up with a straight back. Bring your hands up into the sky. And the hands in front of the heart together. Close your eyes for a moment and feel how your body feels right now. Check in with your body. Release the arms. Great job. Let's come into the middle of your space. Then we bring the right leg. We stand on our left leg first. You bring the right leg behind the left to the side. So our back foot is kind of lying on its outer side. Bend the front knee. And from there, draw the belly in and up, extend your arms, grab on with the left hand on the right wrist, and twist to the side. Twist to the left side, shift your hips to the right. Draw the belly in and up. Great job. How does it feel? Shawn is also thinking you're doing really great. If you have any questions, anything is unclear, release, ask, always. And change the side, shift the weight to the right leg, and step back with the left. Bring it to the outer side, bend your front knee, bring your hands together. Grab on with the right hand on the left wrist, and twist to the side, belly in and up. Smile. Great job. And slowly come back to the middle. Whew. Jump a little bit. Release tension right now. Okay, and from here, yeah, let's do that. Bring your shoulders up, hands up, and we draw shoulders to the back. So we draw the hands and the shoulders to the back. It looks like this for me. Good. Hold it there and releasing it. We want to have the shoulders down. We are not lifting them up. We want to have them down, drawing the shoulders and the hands to the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Great. Go one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe feel the shoulder blades coming together on your back if you can. Go one last time. Great. Breathe in deep into the belly, into the chest. And release. Shake your arms, shake your shoulders. Good. Whew. And exactly from here, we're doing eagle arms, so a variation of it. Just give yourself a big hug. Give yourself a big hug, like this. And maybe draw a little bit up, if the lower hand. And then change around. Give yourself a big hug, more over the shoulders, kind of. Good. And now if you like to try the real variant, it's going over like this, interlacing the hands, kind of like above, giving yourself a hug, interlacing the hands like this, and pulling a little bit up. But be cautious here. Don't push yourself too much, because there's a lot of, there we can go too much and we can hurt ourselves rather quickly. Here, breathe in deep. And release, change the side. Other arm on top, grab around. So we're kind of bringing the palms together a little, if you can. Otherwise, if you can't, just hug yourself and pull a little bit up. Breathe in deeply, also really great. And release, shake your arms out. Great job. Good. And from here, yeah, there's not much left to do already, as we're going through this YouTube sequence that I want to create. And I just saw that it's not really refined and that I still have to work on it before it's refined. So fold forward again. Place your hands on the mat. And slowly step back with your legs. Good. From here, we are in downward facing dog again. And what we want to do is we want to do a pigeon pose right now. So first of all, bring your right leg up. Whoop. And then bring the right leg forward with the right knee, landing where the wrist is right now. And the leg is kind of pointing to either kind of like parallel to the front of the mat, which is the optimal thing, which I can't do, and probably you also can't do, otherwise you're really inexperienced and you don't need my instructions. And then first thing we want to do is we kind of like want to have the right knee to the right and the left leg to the left. We can put the left leg down on its feet. Exactly. And then we want to engage the front foot a little bit. And the front foot can go a little bit to the back, completely fine, but it needs to stay on its side. The right knee needs to stay on the right. Now what we want to really care about is here, the middle. We want to have the hips kind of on the same level, And we don't want to lean too much to the right, not too much to the left, but we want to keep in the middle, keep the hips leveled, and from there, bring the hands forward. And we slowly come down, slowly, slowly, keeping the right foot engaged. Good. And from there we can go even deeper down. Come completely down with your forehead down if you can. Keeping your hips leveled again. Feel how the hips are leveled if you can. Breathing in deep. If it hurts you on your knee, then please go out of it. Come out slowly. If it feels good, awesome. Breathe in deep. Breathe in deep. Keeping your hips leveled. Good. And slowly come up again. Bring your hands to the fingertips on your sides. Or you're in the middle again. And try to find the lower back. Now sometimes I'm just missing the words. Stretch in the lower back. Back bend, exactly. A slight back bend here. So we want to extend the head just up as an extension of the spine. Get really long in your whole back. And from there, place your hands forward, front of the knee, push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, claw the fingers a lot, step up with your back leg. Push into the arms and step back. Go slow. See how that feels. Oh, good. Breathe in deep. And walk a little bit. See how the right leg feels. See how the left leg feels right now. Hip opening here. And also for your back doing something. Great. Great, great, great. And from here, bring your left leg up. Whip. Bring the leg to the front with the knee to the wrist. Come down. Whew. And again, the leg should be on the left side, the knee should be on the left side right now, and the other knee should be on the right side. You can check with your right leg if it's going kind of like straight to the back. That would be good. It's laying down on the floor. Let me quickly check if the live stream is still running, because it looks like it's stuck. And I think it's running, right? Yeah, it's running, that's fine. So from here, we are really releasing the weight slowly down. And we can bring the hands down. When you have the hips leveled, right? Check your hips level first, right? If the hips are leveled, then slowly come forward. Check that your foot is coming a little bit forward and to the side, or maybe it's parallel to the front, which is super, super hard. And check that your foot is a little bit engaged. Release down. Come forward and down. If you can, keeping the hips still leveled. If there's pressure on the knee or pain on the knee, that's not what we want. Breathing in deep. And then if you can, come even further down. And again, breathing in deep. Trying to keep the hips leveled at all points. One more deep breath. And slowly release. Come up. Come to the fingers. And find a back bend here. Get long from the spine up to the top of the head. Good job. Place your hands on the mat, push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, claw the fingers a little bit. Step up with your back leg and shift your left leg to the back. Whoop. Back into downward facing dog. Your chest is a little bit up. And go for a walk. See how your left leg feels, your right leg. Ooh. Good. And from here, look forward between your wrists and start walking forward. When we're at the front, bend the knees, sit down, and roll back. Good. Oh yeah, some rolling will be good right now. So we're holding on the low. So maybe we can also hold on the shin bones. Then it's a little bit harder, maybe. Oh no. And we're just rocking back and forth right now. Meep. Giving our spine a little massage right here. Good. And then release. Grab on between your legs through. Grab on to either the outer edges or the big toes with the index finger and the middle finger. And then we're in happy baby pose. You can bring your legs up and shake a little bit to the left, maybe fall to the left, maybe go to the right, and just check out where you can go, how it feels. If you straighten one leg, if you straighten the other leg, or try to straighten them, try to straighten both. Whew. And how that feels. For here, release. Good. And put your legs down and release your knees to either side, to the right side right now. Bring your hands to cactus pose. Release the knees to the right and to the left. But now we want to come back into the middle quickly. Shift your hips to the left a lot, and then release the feet to the right. Keeping both shoulders on the floor if you can, and start breathing in deep. Breathe in as deep as you can. Close the eyes if you like. And then release, bring the legs up. Shift the legs to the other side, but shift the hips first to the right, then release the legs to the left side. And breathe in deep. And release. And breathe in deep again. And come back up to middle. Good. And if you have any questions of like, this is not intense enough for me, if you need to make it more intense, I can help you, then please ask that in question here, and we can go for another round, a more intense round. For me, that's enough. If I take really deep breaths, that's enough for me, but I could go one deeper, one exercise deeper, one level deeper. But then it's super intense for me, and I didn't want to do that right now. So yeah, so this was kind of like the sequence that I somewhat have planned or had in mind for YouTube, and it's not that flowy, it doesn't make that much sense, so I probably will rewrite it, check if I can put other elements in and take other elements out so it feels better. It was kind of like not really that much structured right now. Shake your legs a little bit left and right. Just bring your legs up and shake them left and right. So another really great exercise for the lower back is knocking, or how we also call it. Why do I sometimes just forget the things? Oh, that's funny. Floor twerking. We're calling it floor twerking, and we're taking the hips off the ground just like 5 centimeters and releasing the hips down. And we engage the muscles, lifting up. So bring the elbows next to your body and then release down. And this should be a knocking, so we can go quite fast here. But what we are really doing is we're engaging up, releasing down, so it hits on the ground, right? Good. And this should really feel great for your lower back. It should release tension there with these little small impulses that we're giving. So it's not I'm pressing down, but I'm releasing down, right? And you can try to only lift the hips up. That's possible for you. And this should really feel great to you. If not, stop it. Especially as we are a society that sits so much. There's so much tension in the lower back. And then slowly release. Breathe in deep. Belly into the chest. And out. And one more time in. And out. And let's go one more time. Hips up, 5 centimeters, and release them. Maybe go a little bit faster, maybe go a little bit slower. Go in a rhythm that feels good to you right now. But also don't make it too intense, but make it so that you feel something in your lower back, maybe. Some releasement. And then slowly release. Breathe in deep. Belly into the chest. Breathe in deep in your lower back right now, so take a deep breath in. Great. And from here, we shift our hips up into the sky. Bring your elbows next to the body, fingers pointing up. Shift the hips into the sky, lower back into the sky, the upper back comes up into the sky, and we walk a little bit under the upper back with our shoulders. Exactly. From here we want to have the shoulders still under the heels. So, what shoulders? I mean the knees under the heels, knees under heels. So the knees tend to pop to the outside, but we want to keep them over the heels. Good job. From here, interlace the fingers behind your back, breathing in deeply, and looking with the head like if you would stand into the sky. So you can look with the eyes up and with the head up a little, and breathe in really deep, belly into the chest. So with looking over the head here, kind of keeping the knees over the heels. And slowly release down vertebra by vertebra, coming down to the ground. Ooh. Exactly, great job. Extend your legs. Oh. Oh, breathe in deep. Yay, great. Good. And yeah, today, let's do a little bit long shavasana today. So I mean, 5 minutes is not that long, but so bring your legs straight, your toes are falling to the sides, arms are lying by your sides, palms are facing towards the sky, and just be where you are today. Just be. I will get you back to your body in around 5 minutes, 4 minutes, kindish. Just be. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. And when you're ready, come back to your body. Bring your knees up to your belly. And shift yourself to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down on your left or the right side. Left side body or right side body. When you arrive there, release all the muscles. Check in with your shoulders, are they released? Checking with the neck, the tongue, softening your whole skin of your face. Check in with your chest, the belly, the hips. Check in with your legs, the knees, the heels, the ankles, the toes. Release all the muscles. From there, breathe in deep and feel carried by the gravity of the earth. Breathing consistently. Breathe consistently out. And then with your next breath, lift yourself up, come into a final sitting pose. Bring your hands in front of the heart together. And thank you so much for practicing with me today as we are having this wonderful lesson together, honoring your yoga lesson, releasing the arms, opening the eyes, and welcome back. So it's not over right now, but if you like, you can leave right now. You can go on your journey, the rest of your day journey. If you're just joining in, we're going now for 45 minutes of a little bit more physical practice. And we will go up to a handstand. So we're preparing handstand. We're kind of developing the muscles to go up in the handstand and the awareness to go up into handstand. If you like to join in here, feel free to do so. If you're happy how it is right now, have a wonderful rest of the day. My name is Marcel and I'm your yoga teacher, and I'm not alone here, but Shawn is here too. Shawn is here for energy, entertainment and motivation, and together we're teaching every day on Twitch live. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me directly. If you like to write to me, you can join our Discord. If you like to check out more of my content, you can head over to YouTube and check the content out there. All these live streams here will be published on YouTube as well. So if you like to review something, you can do so. Good. And currently we're in day 134, I think, or 35 already, I'm not sure. It's kind of always this one day where I'm unsure if it's 134 or 135. Good. And from here we're starting the second lesson. So bring your arms by your sides, bring your arms up and breathe in deep. Get long from the hips to the head, to the fingers, and release down, release the arms, and breathe in again. Long, long, long. And breathe out, release. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release. Breathe in. Get long. And breathe out. Release. Great. And in again. And out. One more time in. And out. Great. From here, release completely and let's come into all fours. From there, we're going to do a little bit of cat-cow. We already did some in the first lesson, but shouldn't. If you're doing the second lesson as well and you did the first lesson, good job. Don't worry about if you're doing some things twice. And we arc up slowly and then we round down from the top of the head slowly down, rounding vertebra by vertebra as we're going down, breathing out, breathing in, arcing up, vertebra by vertebra up, warming up our spine here a little, and then rounding down, arcing up. Arcing up. Rounding down. Arcing up. One more time down. Breathing out. And from here, shift your hips a little bit left and right. Bend your elbows. Release the head a little. Ooh. And just see what feels good to you right now, to where you can go, right? From all fours, move completely forward, move to the right, move to the left. Just check where you can go and maybe think about the snake-like movement. Doing like snake forward. And maybe make an endless 8 with your hips. Do what feels good to you right now. And sit back on your heels. Awesome. From here, interlace the fingers and let's warm up the fingers a little bit more. So, interlacing the fingers in one side that feels good to you right now. And just, if you like to sit up on something, you can do so, because you'll just be here for a little moment. Otherwise, you can also come up to your knees if that feels better to you. And we just bring some movement to our wrists right now. Good. And then changing around, bring some movement to your wrists. How does it feel? Shake your wrist, shake your fingers, shake your shoulders. Good. Interlace the fingers again. Go one more time. And now what we want to do is we want to fix the right arm. Grab on with the left arm. And we move just with the left arm, right? So the right side is kind of like fixed in place. It's not like kind of frozen, but it's kind of like moving, but it's staying where it is. It's not using any muscles actively right now, right? And just see where you can go with the wrist, with the hand. Good. Please shake it out and change the side or the hand up. Grab on with the right hand and move it around a little. And again, today we're going up to to a handstand preparation. So there will be quite something coming today. I hope you will enjoy, and let's check that out. Release the wrist, shake your fingers. And from here, yeah, that will be fun today. I'm already a little tired today as I stood up so early and went for a run, but now it feels good. Now let's go. Let's do this, right? So what we're going to do first is we warm up a little bit more. So come back into all fours. Then extend the left leg to the back and the right hand to the front. And really think about pushing your left leg into an imaginary wall, and then draw the elbow and the knee together, rounding, and then extending. Breathing in, breathing out, rounding, and extending. Breathing in, rounding, and then extending. And if you're next time going up, we are arcing up. As in cat-cow, we are arcing up right now. Breathing in, breathing out, drawing together. Breathing in, breathing out, arcing down, rounding down. And up again, breathing in. And down. And we go 3 more times, so up. A lot, and breathe out, breathing in, going your rhythm, not too fast, not too slow, breathing in, and last time together, closing, and changing the side slowly. Good. Pushing your hand really into the floor, clawing the fingertips and pushing the index finger into the ground. Then lifting your right leg to the back, your left hand forward, and draw the elbow and the knee together, running and arcing up, and running, arcing up, together, arcing up. Running together, whoop. Arcing up, arcing up. Don't go too fast, go controlled. And come back to a straight position. So we push into the back leg and the front hand. Get long, draw the belly in and up, and slowly release down. Awesome job. Sit back on your heels, shake your wrists. Whew. How do your shoulders feel right now? And check in with your body, right? Come forward again. And from here, I like to go just to do one sun salutation right here. So let's do that. Push into the mounds of the fingers, claw the fingers a little bit. Come into downward facing dog. Hips far into the sky, as far as you can. Bring the chest a little bit up. From there, get long from the heart to the fingers. And from there, get long from the heart to the hips. Bend your knees a little. Push your hips up into the sky. A lot. Look between the wrists and slowly start walking forward until you're at the front. Bring your hips over the heels as good as you can. So maybe if you're not as flexible as me, a lot of the weight will be over the toes. Release the neck, release the head down. Great. And from here, bend your knees and stand up slowly. Extend your arms into the sky. Long from the feet to the fingers. And bring your hands in front of the heart together. Great. From here, shake your wrists a little. Come to the front of the mat if you're not there already. And we're just doing one sun salutation. Or let's say two, fine. Bring your arms up, breathe in. Draw the belly in and up, slide back, man. Forward fold, breathing out. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Check with your lower spine that it's not rounding. So no vertebrae are sticking out in the spine, on the spine, right? Then forward fold. Place your hands on the mat. Stepping back with the right leg, left leg. And downward facing dog. Breathing in deeply. And come forward and down 90 degrees with the elbows. If you want to put the knees down, you can. Otherwise, go down 90 degrees with the elbows, then release the hips down. And release. Put the legs down, feet flat on the ground. Push the knees into the ground. Draw the belly in and up and think forward and up. And see if where you can go. Maybe you're down here, just a little bit. Completely fine. If you're a little bit more up, fine. 2. And shift yourself back to downward facing dog, breathing out. Breathing in deeply. Forward between the wrists. And as you're breathing out, step forward. Breathing in, bend at the knees. Step up. Your arms up into the sky. Slide back, bend. And forward fold. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Forward fold. Placing your hands, stepping back with the left leg. Shifting your hips into the sky. And come forward and down as you're breathing out. 90 degrees with the elbows, releasing the hips down. And come forward and up directly if you like. Shoulders to the back, elbows to the back, draw the belly in and up. And shift yourself to the back, downward facing dog, breathing in deep. Look between the wrists. And as you're breathing out, step forward. Fold forward, breathe in, bend your knees and stand up. Bring your hands up into the sky. And bring the hands in front of the heart together. Good job. Shake your wrists. Awesome. So this was a quick interlude. So we're going now to do some more handstand warm-up. This was just to get a little bit more warm. Not that it is enough warm right now, so I should open the window. I don't know why it was closed. So bend forward, take your time coming down, come into kind of all fours position. And we take if you're doing this the first time, so we are doing wrist push-ups, then take your hands really close, kind of really close to your knees, so it's easier. So what we want to do is we want to push into the mounts of the fingers, and we lift the wrists up, give all the weight over to the hands, so we're not lifting with the hips, so we don't do this, right? Kind of really do. Give the weight there, push into the mounts of the fingers, lift off. And we are doing this in quick succession, so quick information. If you're going further away, it gets a little bit more difficult, a little bit harder. And it's also harder to cheat. So, but for now, you should do it, if you're doing it the first time, go close. So, and we're going quite fast, and let's go just for like 20. If that's too much for you, just go for 10. That's completely fine if you're doing it the first time. So pushing up and releasing. And we go a little bit faster. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And come to the back, shake your wrists a little, and you should feel a warmth in the lower arms right now. So these should be like engaged. They should be warm or like even like burning a little bit. That's the right sign that you're doing it right, right? And then come forward again, and we are going for another 20 if you can. Place them good as it feels good to you. Give the weight there, and then let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, great job. Shake your wrists, shake your fingers. And we're going one more time. But first, let's do some blinkers. So bring your hands up, far up, and think there's a crowd in front of you. And somewhere, like in between the crowd, there's your friend, right? And you want to get his attention. So what do? We of course do blinkers with the fingers. Really fast, really fast. Come here, I need you. Try to go really fast, even faster, even faster. So fingers together and fingers apart. Fingers together, fingers apart. Fast, 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 fast. Good. Okay, release. Shake your wrist. Great job. Great effort. And let's go again. Bring your hands forward. Push into the mounts of the fingers again. Really important, clawing the fingers. Pushing up and down. Me into good position. And let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And kind of like, whoop. Really engaged here. Maybe could put it a little bit closer next time. Yeah, that would be, I was a little bit far apart, I think. Shake your wrists, shake your fingers. So there's really, the devil is in the detail, right? Or no, beauty is in the detail. I mean, if you change it like really slowly, you will see, oh, suddenly it's way easier. If you just do a little bit of a change, even in handstand, wow, that's something new. I didn't know that. Just need to put more awareness there, and it feels way better already. And with these little steps, you're going fast to a really great handstand. And completely, I can't do a handstand right now free, but I'm on a good way, and I probably can do it in around a month, kind of like maybe 30 seconds or so. I'm excited, but it's hard work, so that's why we're training every second day. So awesome. Come back down, bring your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, claw the fingers. And what we're going to do is we use the muscles that we found right now in the next position. So we shift up into the downward facing dog. From there we bend the knees and we straighten from the hands to the hips. And we kind of want to engage that whole part from the hands to the hips. And from there we kind of like want to go down and up, just go down and up, and kind of feel the straightness. And from there we jump. And we try to keep the straightness of our body, right? Try to keep that. And we just jump a little bit and see where we can go. We push into the mounts of the fingers, and that is what is pushing us down into the floor, right? So we're coming up, pushing down. Good. And even really small jumps, completely fine to do that. Yum, 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 yum. And then release. So really small jumps means like this, right? Like here, completely fine. Bring the knees to the outside of the mat, big toes together, sit back on your heels. And from there, reach forward with your hands. Reaching forward, shoulders going away from the ears. Breathe in deep. Good. And from there, slowly lift up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Great. How does it feel? How does it feel? Here we go one more time here. Bring your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers. Shift your hips into the sky and start jumping a little, just this tiny little bit. Again, think about getting one line from the wrists to the hips. From there, just start jumping and pressing into the mounts of the fingers that push us down, right? So try to be really straight. See where you can go today. Great. And when you're done, some jumps, come back down, knees to the outside of the mat, big toes together. And then reach forward with your hands, shoulders away from the ears, release the head down. Breathe in deeply. Good. From here, come up, your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers, up, hips up into the sky, and walk back with your hands right now. Yip, yip, yip. And we're in forward fold. So forward fold, again, bring your hips over the knees, hips over the heels. Hips over the heels, and that will mean that you probably have a lot of weight over the toes. Release your head down, release your neck down. Great. From there, bring your hands forward. Just foot width distance, push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Claw the fingers, and then we shift all the way to the hands, until we kind of like only have the weight on the hands, and we lift the feet up. Good. And we do this again, hand foot width apart from the feet. And we kind of step in. And like that, we're going forward, breathing in deep. Breathing out. Make this controlled, this movement. Bend the knees a little and stand up. Breathing in deep. Get long from the feet to the finger, and then forward fold again. Good. Place your hands on the mat. And we're doing the same thing, but the other direction. So we shift all the way to the hands. We step a little bit back. Push into the mounts, all the mounts of the fingers. Do this until we're at the back. When you're at the back, awesome, bend your knees and stand up again. Breathe in deep. Get long from the feet to the hands. Release the arms. And come into the middle and just try to start jump a little to relax. Release the shoulders, release the neck a little. If you can. Good. And from here, let's bring our hands up into the sky. So you can stand. I'm coming to my knees to show it to you better. Bring the hands up into the sky, a lot. Push now the palms into the sky. Draw the fingers down. Good. And push out of the shoulders. Push the palms into the sky and draw the fingers down. And think you're in a handstand already, so you can look between the wrists barely. Want to lift the head up and then look with the eyes up between the wrists. Imagine there's something between the wrists. Look between the wrists and release your arms. Great job. Breathe in deep. Change this to the side. So we bring the hands in front of us, push out of the palm, draw the fingers to ourselves, and push out of the shoulders. Breathe in deep. And release. Shake your arms a little. Shake your fingers. Great. How did that feel? We go one more time up, as this was really short. So bring the hands up, push out of the palms, draw the fingers to the back, and breathe in deep as deep as you can. And one more deep breath, the last. Push out of the shoulders, push out of the palms, draw the fingers to the back, and release your breath. How do your hands feel right now? How do your arms feel? Good. And from here, you're slowly coming down, not down on the mat, but we bring the hands, we bring the feet to the side of the mat, to the short side of the mat. And we start hinging at the hips, not at the back, so not rounding at the vertebrae, but hinging at the hips. Exactly. So from here, bring the right arm to the lower spine, check there. Push your outer feet into the ground. And from there, really find where's the limit for you to go down. So the limit is where the first vertebrae, the lowest vertebrae, are sticking out. And that's where we want to go up a little bit to have a great stretch in our legs. Push into the outer edges of the feet, engage the knees, and fold forward. Bring your hands down on the mat. And from here we walk to the left, say hello to our left toes. How are you guys doing? Over there, how are you, pinky toe? How are you guys? Say hello to the whole foot, and then go over to the other side. Say hello to all the toes. What are you doing here? Okay, you smell good. We go away again. Just a little smell check, right, with the hands. Push into the mounds of the fingers a lot. So bring them in the middle first, and the hands are either on the mat or off the mat, not in between. That's important because we don't want to hurt ourselves. Push into the mounds of the fingers, claw the fingers a little, and from there we shift all the weight to the hands, and jumping in, and then jumping out again. And we shift the weight there, jumping in, jumping out. In and out, in and out. We go for around 10. If you're doing this the first time, just go for around 3, but make these 3 really, okay, I'm shifting my weight to the hands slowly. Jumping in should be really easy. Jumping out as well. And if you know how to do it, go a little bit more. And then slowly release. Bend your knees a little and come up. Step together. Great. Shake your wrists. How do your wrists feel right now? Maybe strong. Good. So we're completely warmed up right now. We're coming to the last exercise. We're just doing the 2 variants today. So we bring the hands to a wall. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Hands to a wall. Hips over the knees. Hips over heels. Hips over heels. And we kind of come into 90 degrees at the hips, right? Then we draw the belly in and up. And we push into the mounts of the fingers, clawing the fingers a lot. Good. Awesome. And from there, we really want to push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. You can also lift the head a little bit and look between your wrists. Also really good. So become awareness there. Come up, shake your wrists. And this is variant 1. You can do that again if you like, but I will show you also variant 2. And then we slowly come to a close. If you like to try out variant 2, you can also try that out in a moment. But let me show you quickly. So we are not all doing this together. It's your decision if you like to try that out or not. So extend one leg, put one finger where the heel landed, then put your wrists where the finger was, or where the heel was, right? Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, clawing the fingers, right? And then step up with the legs on the wall and come into 90 degrees. Again, pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Drawing the belly in and up. Look between the wrists and slowly come down. So this is variant 2. You can now decide if you like to do variant 2 or variant 3. Variant 1 or variant 2. So I'll do variant 1 again. Again, variant 2, measure the distance with the hips on the wall. Measure with one finger, then put your wrist there and step up on the wall and do the exact same thing as we did on variant 1. So pushing into the mounts of the fingers. Drawing the belly in and up and looking between the wrists. So barely between the wrists. You don't want to lift the head too much, but barely between the wrists of the eyes. Breathing in deep. Then slowly come out of it. Come slowly out. Awesome job. From here, come to the middle of the mat and we do some stretches, some hamstring stretches. So we bring one leg forward, bend the back leg. We engage, so we have the knee a little bit bent, right? Not completely fully stretched through. And we bend forward. Bend your back knee a lot. Good, and round the belly in and up. And then release, bring the other leg forward, bring the left leg to the back, your front knee straight, bend your left leg, fold forward, belly in and up. Breathing in deep. And release. Change one more time. Bend your back leg. Folding forward, check that you're not rounding at the back, right? Again. So hinging at the hips again and again, hinging at the hips. Long from the hips to the head. Breathe in deep. And release, changing the side. Hinging at the hips. Great job. Breathing in deep. And release. Come up. Shake your legs a little and sit down. Your time. Find a way to the floor. Whoop. That feels good to you. And from here, lay back. Lay back. We're just doing some windshield wipers. So bring your arms by your sides, fingers pointing up, and release your knees to the right and then to the left. Whew. Right and to the left. Good. And from here, come back to the middle. Extend your feet. Extend the feet away from each other, toes away from each other, arms by your sides, palms are pointing up towards the sky. And just be where you are right now. Just be. We stay here for some minutes. I think around 3 minutes. Ish. 3 minutes ish. Yeah, a little less. And then I will get you back to your body. So just be. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers, start to move your toes. So even if the bell didn't sound nice, coming slowly back to your body. Drawing in the knees towards your belly. And shift yourself to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down on your side body. From there, release all the weight to the floor. And really take a deep breath in and feel grounded into the floor. Feel carried by the gravity. And releasing. Breathe in one more time, as deep as you can. Shifting yourself up, coming into final sitting pose. Bring your hands in front of the heart together. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. Keep your eyes closed. Honoring your yoga lesson today. The topic was consistency. Keeping whatever consistency means to you. I think I didn't bring it up in the second lesson, so if you're joining it late, it was consistency, but now you want to let the thought of consistency go, honoring the energy that it brought to us and releasing it. Bring your arms down to the floor, opening your eyes, and welcome back. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. And yeah, if you like to check me out on YouTube, you can do so. Check out my content there. If you like this content, you will like the content there, because it's just like almost only live streams right now. But there's one video that's completely new right now. That's a back pain video that I just did today. I recorded it and uploaded it. So I'm excited about that. And it's not perfect, not at all, but it's alright. So next to that, if you like to write to me, you can do so via Discord. If you have any ideas, suggestions or questions, you can do so by writing to me. Other than that, you can also write to me directly in the live stream chat, of course. If you have any questions or ideas, or if you don't want to do something specific, you can write to me. Next to that, I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. And yeah, thanks for every follow, thanks for every subscription on YouTube. I hope to see you very soon again. Thank you so much for being here, and see you very soon. Bye. Bye-bye. So, let's see. Yeah, it's no use of rating somebody. So, let's close it here. Let's close it here right now. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you very soon.